Editors are presented with many choices. Which shot? How long? In what order? These choices have a huge impact on the audience's enjoyment of a scene. What considerations should inform these choices? I'm Chris.
And I'm Leon.
Welcome back to the final video in Film Editing Pro's 4-part series, What Drives the Cut? Quick note, for a steady stream of new tutorials from professional Hollywood editors, be sure to subscribe to the Film Editing Pro channel and turn on notifications. Okay, let's begin. In Part 1, we examined the evolution of film editing as an art form. In Part 2, we dissected what makes a story captivating. In Part 3, we compared cutting for story versus spectacle. Now, let's put this all together. To edit well, you need to understand your footage. Each shot in your final edit should serve a distinct and unique purpose. A shot is capable of making the audience ask a question and is also capable of answering a question. In fact, it can do one, the other, or both. Questions usually arise when information is excluded from the frame. For example, a character looks wistfully into the distance.
What is he looking at?
Or a wide shot shows a character in silhouette.
Who is he?
Answers are provided by information in the frame. And different types of shots excel at conveying different types of information. Close-ups are great at teaching people about people, who they are. Extreme close-ups help us to understand a person's feelings. Wides are great for showing information about locations. And mediums are useful for showing what people are doing. So which information will you give the audience first? Will we show them who's in the scene, or where the scene is happening, or maybe what they're doing? In a well-constructed scene, the audience is going to pine for the information that we've not yet given them. Who is that? Where are they?
Questions and answers should be spread throughout the edit because questions keep your audience watching, but answers are what make them enjoy your movie. Avoid shots that convey similar or identical information. Imagine reading a novel that says, "He opened the door and went through. Through the door he went after he had opened it." That's repetitive and boring. Try writing your edit out in words. Describe what happens in each shot. Write one sentence per cut. If it's boring, then your edit is probably boring. Just like a good murder mystery, structure the flow of information to progress from less to more. On a large screen, wide shots show a great deal of information. Maybe consider starting with close-ups and moving to mediums and then wides as the scene progresses. Ask yourself questions like, what information should I give my audience first? Should I show them where we are, who is here, or what they are doing? As questions are answered, you'll want to pose further questions to your audience, otherwise they will lose interest. As a general rule of thumb, the beginning of a scene will pose more questions and the end of the scene will provide more answers. And of course, you'll finish your scene with some lingering questions in order to prime the next scene. These are known as open loops.
If cutting is so important though, how come some films don't feature any at all?
Alfred Hitchcock was the first to tangle with the idea of an entire film playing out in a single shot. The rise of digital filmmaking has made this prospect even more accessible. There are many examples of single-shot films and films that feature extremely long takes. Films like Gravity, A Touch of Evil, and The Panic Room. It's even become a signature for some directors like Steven Spielberg. The Spielberg One is a well-studied subject. In a well-constructed long take, instead of cutting, the camera dynamically moves from composition to composition. Even without cuts, the sequence still embodies the principles of cutting, controlling the flow of information, posing questions by selectively withholding information from the frame, and revealing that information by camera movement or careful blocking. Consider this example from Gone with the Wind. Scarlett looks shocked. The camera pulls out to reveal the scale of the injured soldiers. Instead of cutting to a wide, the camera craned to a wide. The shot went from less information to more information. Or consider this example from Jurassic Park. The camera starts wide, showing Dodgson arriving in a taxi, but without revealing anything more about the location. The camera moves into a close-up of his bag, and then to a medium showing him clearly looking for someone, compelling the audience to wonder what's in the bag and who is he looking for. The edit cuts to a shot of Dennis, answering one question yet posing another. Who is he? Furthermore, the continual camera movement promises that an answer is imminent, fueling the audience's anticipation. So, even without cuts, a good long take still embodies the principles of a cut.
So, what can we say in conclusion? The humble cut is more creative than any glitch or wipe transition ever could be. The editor can use the cut to shape the flow of information in a scene, connecting shots together in a chain of cause and effect, posing questions and delivering answers that compel the viewer to keep watching. It's those questions and answers that are the driving force behind a cut. Pragmatic in the early days of film, the cut has evolved into a powerful creative tool. Cut with purpose. Don't be redundant, and keep your viewer guessing, always leaving a bit unsaid, a mystery waiting to be solved. Hey there! For tons more free editing training, head over to our website at filmeditingpro.com/free training. Here you can download free editing guides along with high-quality video training courses created by our team of professional Hollywood editors. Our tutorials cover a wide range of editing topics, like cutting awesome movie trailers, editing action scenes, how to work with music and sound design, and a lot more. All of these free guides and videos are available at filmeditingpro.com/free training. I'll see you next time.